Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. I'm your host, ColorsFade. It's episode 92. We're back at the gate front because I wanted to try out one thing. We got Malakath's Black Blade spell, which is pretty cool. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. Grabs some, looks like it grabs some hit points on the way back. So that's kind of cool. But what we're going to do now is it's end of the game. It's boss fighting time. So, where do we want to go? Erdtree Sanctuary? Yeah. So that's it. We're down to the last three fights. It's Godfrey, Radagon, and the Elden Beast. And I had to go do a remembrance to get that, to get a couple things. I also got Melania's spell. You can see her spell here. It requires 3 slots to use, and it is the Scarlet Aeonia, which functions just like it does for her. You leap up into the air, you target somebody, and then you land, and it does some damage when it lands, and then it explodes. And then the explosion part does a ton more damage than the landing part does, but then you're vulnerable for a second and a half or 2 seconds, so a little dangerous in that respect. This is the configuration of spells I'm going to go into, except for, let's change one thing. So this is what we'll roll with. We're not going to really use any of this. We're just going to use our weapon. What we might use is the Black Blade a little bit against the Elden Beast, but I kind of doubt it. And if we get a chance, we'll Golden Vow, but again, not really a guarantee. I have leveled up. Oh, there's only one more thing left to do. I want to get rid of this bow. Since I had to go, there was a walking mausoleum that required a bow shot to get its stuff off. You're in an elevated plane overlooking Liurnia of the lakes, and you get to shoot down onto this guy. So, and that gets you that walking mausoleum. It just happened to be the closest one available. This, we remember there are a pair of stairs back here. Is a ladder back here. Stairs, ladder, same thing, right? You go up. Line goes up. Oh, it changed and now it needs to be kicked back down again. Well, how funny. We kicked that down and somebody raised it back up. Of all the things. Well, we'll run out here and do it then. Not too big of a deal. We don't have to do that, but I don't think there's a site of grace. Yeah, there's not. So in case we die. It's kind of a shame that that resets and you have to do this all over again. Because the chest is still empty. Down you go. I'm just incredibly sad. I'm always sad when I get to the end of great games. It always makes me sad. It always just feels very bittersweet. We're going to go into this fight with ourselves. Oh, there is one site of grace before we get here. Okay. And there's this. Erdtree heal. Oh my goodness, how good of a heal is that one? Let's find out. How many slots does it take? What is this? Blessings Boon. Erdtree heal. Vastly heals HP for self and nearby allies. Okay. Let's roll with it then. Well, it's been a heck of a show, folks. It's been a heck of a series. 92 episodes. We'll see. I mean, we're going to edit the videos so we can fit everything into this last one. Let's do Golden Vow. Put it on our mimic chair and waltz in. Last time we were here, we fought Morgott. Not so this time. This will be a little more work.
It's been a long while, Morgoth. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
Yes, it does, 'cause we burned away the thorns, baby.
Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more.
He likes to stomp. That's his best attack.
As Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
If you can just avoid his attacks here and get healed up. Get out of the way from that, roll away from that, roll away from that. That's a really bad attack. He does like to do all that stuff. Get some of my hit points back here. What the significance is of the lion on his shoulder, I'm not entirely sure, but...
Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
It's gonna get real here, isn't it?
I've given thee courtesy enough.
More stomping. I think someone took his pre-workout. He's ready to go.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
Doesn't seem to be any way to avoid that attack. I've tried it in the past and I've never been able to do it. Not quite sure what to do about that. Or this is another one of those fights where the enemy has attacks that I'm not entirely sure can actually be... Okay. Yeah, and then there's the third one coming.
Tarnished
The remembrance of Horaloo. So, goes down on his first try. It's not too bad. Let's go. Where can I go to use a remembrance? That's a good question. Let's pause. Well, we don't need to use a remembrance, do we? We just need to go see what it is. Also, I never did this the first 2 times I played the game. I want to go see about his daughter. She's technically his daughter. The 2 fingers. So, what is the remembrance of Horaloo? You get Ash of War, Horaloo's Earth Shaker, or his axe, a colossal weapon. Interesting. Strength and dex. Okay. Well, that's all I really wanted to do was see that. Neither one of those things are anything that I super duper want. Let's go see what his daughter... Is she still here? She's not here. She's gone. And she has left the Stormhawk axes in their place, so... There's nothing left here at the Roundtable Hold. Just me, myself, and I. My spirit tuner. My blacksmith.
Who are you? Oh. I must be a blacksmith now.
He's...
Could you tell me what happened? Why is the round table burning? In ruins. Why does that girl weep for me? Have I forgotten something of dire importance?
Kind of. But you're good. It's time to become Elden Lord. There's only one fight left, and it's the hardest fight in the game. It's the most devastating. It's the most awful. We're gonna level up. We're gonna poke points into mind. Okay. Well, there we go. I think it's the same thing as last time. Let's just do a little golden vow to get us some buffage. That's not exactly what I want to do. Okay. I'm going to try it with the Mimic Tier. Remembering that we're going to be using bubbles during the second half of this thing, if we get that far. And now we're inside the Erd Tree, and there is Radagon. Radagon being the other half of Queen Marika. They are one and the same. I did not know that, and it was not apparent the first time I played the game. Or the second time. I had to go offline and read the lore. They have this wicked hammer with a bunch of attacks that are very hard to dodge. Very devastating. Good luck to us. It's all really neat imagery, but I don't really understand it. See, a lot of those attacks do that. Okay. Radagon's out. Now we start the really hard part. Here it comes. The Elden Beast. In a battle that really feels like you should have had your horse. This thing runs around so much. I like that there's a lot of open space. I don't like that you have to spend so much time running around. I also don't like that a couple of its attacks almost seem like they can't be dodged. I know they can be. There are pros that can do it, but... And then there's that pretty thing. The pretty sword, the Elden Beast. Okay, let's hope we don't get killed here. I don't think I can convince this creature to just let me be Elden Lord without a fight, so... So this, get rid of this. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Remove. There we go. I'm dodging. Oh, I thought I cleared that one. Okay. Oh, you gotta run. Outside the ring of fire. Where are you, punk? My mimic tier is still surviving, which is a good sign. Get away from the gold there. This thing is big, so... Now you want to run. Get out of the way of that. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that attack before. Okay, what happened? What? Stop, 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 stop. Stop it. You gotta be two-handed. You big dingus. Get behind it. Oh, he's gonna run off again, isn't he? Where'd he go? See, it runs around a lot. No, I don't like that attack. Damn coward. Now you gotta do the triple runaway. Doink. Doink. Where are you, coward? You can see what I'm saying about this fight, right? Like, just altogether dumb. I tried to dodge that, I really did. I can't believe I did that on the first try. I'm loving the Crusader. This is a fantastic class to play. We are at the end of the game and I gotta choose the right thing to do here. The only ending I don't yet have is Summon Ranny. Let's do this first. Not that anything bad can happen, but you never know. It's From Software. And there she is.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
And that's it. All the achievements done 100%. Wow. I'm kind of blown away, and that was my third time through the game. I have to hand it to everybody, especially these people, the programmers. They did a hell of a job. As somebody on Twitter said the other day, it's amazing, isn't it, that Elden Ring came out and did not have bugs, was feature complete, did not have any pay to win loot crates, boxes, any of that garbage. It was just a complete, done, awesome game. And they did it during the pandemic. Pretty incredible. We have seen some absolutely amazing sights in this game. All the way from the starting area of Limgrave, Stormhold Castle, Liurnia of the Lakes, the Academy, Raya Lucaria, Volcano Manor, absolutely stunning. The Altus Plateau, the capital of Leyndell, the mountaintop of the giants, for heaven's sakes, the Halig tree, crumbling Farum Azula, and finally the last battles against Godfrey and Radagon and the Elden Beast. It was a phenomenal series. We even managed to take out Millennia, and given the way the last three fights went, and beating Malekith, the Black Blade, Godfrey, and the Radagon Elden Beast combo all on the first attempts, and yet it took me close to 40 or 50 attempts to beat Millennia. I'm going to say Millennia is the hardest fight in the game. Those last four fights went way smoother than I thought they were going to go. I have to give all credit to, first of all, the Crusader class was really fun to play. Second of all, that blade that you get from Rykard, the Blasphemous Blade, is pretty strong. I liked it a lot. I actually think it's stronger than Moonveil. I actually think it's stronger all around than Rivers of Blood. I think it's a really awesome blade. And this was fun. Folks, I had a good time. I know not many of you watched this series, but those of you who did, I'd really love to hear your thoughts in the comments below on what you think. I just had so much fun playing it. This is my third time through the game, and I have had an amazing time every time through the game. I think this is just one of the most amazing games I've ever played. I would say it's definitely in my top 10 of all time. It's hard for me to put it in the top 5 because I have such strong memories from games that I would put in the top 5, even if they're not visually this awesome. I mean, games have come a long way. Certainly games like Divinity Original Sin 2 have to be in my top 5. Even as old as it is, there's parts of, so much of Baldur's Gate 2 is a game that's in my top 5. I would have to sit down and do a lot of thinking, but this game is a top 5 worthy game of all time that I have ever played. It is just an amazing, amazing achievement. They got all the people here, the voice actors, Blythe, Scott Arthur. I mean, these people did a great job. I cannot state strongly enough how well this team did to build this game, to build this incredible game. Phenomenal job. Just phenomenal job. So, as I said in the very beginning, if you're the kind of person who, like I was when I started out, I had never played a Souls game before. I had actually bought Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 on a Steam sale. I had started Dark Souls 1 and I got about 10 minutes into it and I quit. I was like, whoa, clearly this is not for me. When people say Souls-like, it just seems like pain and suffering. Elden Ring was my gateway drug. I mean, I started playing this and was like, whoa, okay, this looks fantastic. It's still really hard. How do I get good? And that's when I actually went back and I started Dark Souls 3 because I figured it was the most recent game that was going to play like this. And I played up to the third boss in Dark Souls 3 and beat it. And I said, okay, I think I understand enough of the mechanics now to play Elden Ring. And that's when I dove back into Elden Ring, started a brand new game, and really committed myself to learning how to play it. And I was rewarded. Yeah, the game has its moments when it's hard, and the game has its moments when it's frustrating, and the game has its moments when it's hard because it's frustrating. And those aren't the best moments. But when the game is on point, it's one of the best games I've ever played. Entering places for the first time, like Limgrave when you first show up, and like Liurnia of the Lakes when you first appear in there, and the Altus Plateau. These are stunning moments, and so few video games know how to create stunning moments like that and just create that presentation, that cinematic, awe-inspiring presentation. And these guys did it. And just these folks, I want to say, not guys, there were a lot of ladies that worked on this too. And I just want to give credit to everybody. I have to give credit to this team. They just did such an amazing job to make a game like this feature complete, a fully realized vision. No huge day one patch, no patches every 2 or 3 days to fix issues. They did release a couple of patches that basically ended up being mostly balancing patches, like, well, this weapon's a little too strong. You know, they nerfed Hoarfrost Stomp early, and they nerfed a few other weapons, and they strengthened a few other things. They strengthened some incantations and spells, and they just kind of fine-tuned balance things. But this game came out of the box ready to play, and it kicked butt. So I think we have to pay attention to that, and we have to praise that. I'm awestruck. I'm feeling that bittersweet feeling that everybody feels when they've just played a great, fantastic game, and it's over. I'm heartbroken in a way, but it was a fantastic experience. All of you, especially my Patreon supporters, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here the whole time. It was wonderful. And there we go, Journey 2. As always, if you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your questions and comments down below. For those of you who watched to the end, I'd really love to hear what you think about the whole thing. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.